for you yet? It's supposed to be some kind of energy booster, but I don't feel any different. You know, between me and you, I think we should ask for more money. A lot more. I'm sure this wasn't part of the contract. But I am willing to renegotiate.
Did you take your dose?
Yeah. If you want your own head, you gotta sign it with the lady downstairs. Wouldn't recommend it, though.
No question. You've got the antibodies.
Thank you very much. Wait, what?
You could be the key to saving this world, Jake Mueller.
I'll save myself first. You lose something?
Just my balance. I'm fine. Sherry Birkin, the United States.
Yeah, good for you, but now's not really the time. You coming?
After you.
Hello, and welcome back to more Resident Evil 6. Today we are just going to escape, but I'm not going to be doing it alone, as you can see.
That explains why there's a shitload of BSAA troops here.
So we're playing as Jake and Sherry now. These two characters are probably the most varied in the game. And you see I've got my skills, and I'm just showing off Jake's menu here. Here you can see that you can inspect your partner's stats to make sure that they're not sock puppet accounts just here to ruin your fun or something. So, everything that could have gone wrong in this chapter did. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now, because there's no sense in hiding it. And you've noticed that I've got a lot more items than I should normally be starting with, like 14 herbs. Yeah. You're going to see why that is very shortly, and I hope that hand-to-hand gives away some of Jake's more innate talents. Real men don't need to take cover from Gatling guns and helicopters. And we'll be seeing the first emblem just over here.
What the hell are you shooting at?
Everyone in your platoon is one of those Juavo now. And you're dressed just like them.
Man, look at this circus. They got any popcorn?
Right here is where everything can go wrong. You've got a helicopter overhead firing RPGs. You don't have to worry about these guys down here unless you attack them, but that helicopter's more likely to hit you, and without defense, it'll probably instantly kill you or just knock you down to 1 health square. So I'm making good time on the first bit right here. So the first player that gets in there will get blown down here where there's free ammo, but that's also a bigger problem because, well, he's going to be camping that window and firing RPGs when you try to get out of there. And so you can get hit jumping over the window, and it's bullshit. It really is bullshit. This is so unfair, but thankfully when your co-op partner gets down to that door, the helicopter leaves, and that's one of the reasons I co-op this. So this guy has invincibility frames, but I'm gonna use Jake's talent. If that looked familiar, it probably was. So all in all, that was the first bullshit moment of the chapter, but we made it through without taking any hits.
Alright, first things first. I want 200,000 up front, another 200 when this is over. Oh, and BOWs, those are extra. An additional $1,000 each.
I'm not here to hire you.
What? Why are you here?
Your blood.
What, are you the Red Cross or something?
No, listen, those things that attacked us. They were all exposed to a new virus called the C virus. The same strain that you just took a dose of. It didn't affect you because you've got the antibodies. Right now, we're racing against a global bioterrorist attack, and we needed a vaccine yesterday. We need you, Jake. We need your blood.
$50 million.
What?
Cash. Non-negotiable. That'll get you one pint.
Well, some people were calling Jake an intolerable douche. Let's see what they think of that. And yeah, I got a full complement of items too, but that was all from practice and rehearsal runs, and here I am just making a complete ass of myself. Yeah, if you run at that edge, you'll fall off, but you can still pick up the herb without, you know, falling off. So as I was saying, everything that could have gone wrong did.
We're gonna have to shoot our way out.
Agreed.
Shoot our way out. This is a stealth section, Jake. Anyway, it's hard to say. I really was disappointed in what happened but I don't want to just go back and constantly re-record everything, and don't ask me how that works. But hey, no one saw us. So when it comes to Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, there's this certain value it has, this organic, natural, truly dynamic behavior that you'll find in this game that no run is ever the same, and I don't know how this happened either. Anyway, look at the guy in the red jacket, completely unaware, and he paid for his inattentiveness. You'll see why, like, everything started going wrong later on, but I'm just honestly sorry about what will happen soon. I know it's kind of spoiling it, but there's really nothing to talk about here because in this chapter, there's almost no action. This entire video is mostly cutscenes and dialogue. There's almost nothing happening.
Yes. What are you waiting?
Give me a hand.
And yeah, the dialogue cut out there, but you'll be seeing that in the bonus
work.
video just for the sake of it. Like, there's really nothing to mention here but talk about what happens later on. So, one of the things was, I'm just going to go ahead and point this out now, I failed the no dying challenge. And I would have used some of the, like, the skill that got voted on the most was last shot, so I went up using that. And then I just decided to take firearm because of what happens at the end of the chapter. So there's really not a lot to say, and I didn't really want to spoil what happens in the thread. But, you know, even for me, I couldn't really make this stand out aside from one particular point. And from Chris Chapter 2, you know that Jake and Sherry and Chris and Piers are going to work together to fight the Ogre Man, so I'm basically playing what I've already done over again, just I don't have to worry about Finn too much. And then again, I do have to worry about Finn.
BSAA have got their work cut out.
You'll see why, because Chris does something pretty stupid.
Last I checked, my employers had a tank parked on the other side of the river. The only way the BSAA are leaving that bridge is in body bags.
You're wrong. They're more resilient.
Here we get a good helping of Jake's melee. By the way, my stomp hit that guy, so that counts as an instant daze where you can coup de grace them. I'm trying to use the kick, but it didn't work out. And that was just disappointing. I got nothing to say about that. And there's attack reaction. So you're already seeing the joy of co-op in action right here. We're coming up on one of the moments where something happens that usually doesn't happen, but it's happened to me once before. So get ready.
What the hell? Not one of those roided out freaks, you morons!
So that Gatling gun can actually hurt you, but it usually doesn't, and yet they hit me right here. Yeah, that was bullshit. That usually never happens. I swear to you, it never does. Okay, what was the point of that? Yeah, good riddance. That's the most worthless bioterrorist defense organization ever. So we're going to go up to where Sherry was, and I didn't splice this in because really Jake can get up here and there's just enemies that spawn. In this chapter, there's also another case of you can see a new kind of transformation, but it didn't happen. But it'll also happen in the next chapter, so you'll definitely be seeing that. So you can already see how badass Jake is when it comes to that hand-to-hand. He can just lightly punch someone after dazing them once and get like easy coup de grace. It's a great tactic in Mercenaries.
Follow me.
That kick looked pretty familiar. Probably nothing. Oh yeah, if you run into walls. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn around and kill this guy. But if you run into walls in this game, you have to like press on another direction really fast, or it'll come to a dead stop, and your character will keep their momentum going. So you can run into a wall, turn left, turn right, or just turn around.
What do you think? Fight or flight?
You can't kill these guys, so don't bother. They also don't drop any items, so it's not worth it. They also just spawn in on top of the turret, so yeah.
All right, where to? What's the matter? What's the matter?
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, no shit.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay, we go with your plan.
So yeah, now we have to run from this thing called the Usanak. There's not a whole lot to say, just don't slow down, don't veer off a little too much, and you'll be fine. And yeah, if he catches you, it's an instant kill.
Here goes nothing!
Here we'll see some of the oddities of network play.
There's always something with women!
Other than that, not too hard. Anyway, coming up is a rather unfair moment for Jake, I would say. But here, check this out.
What the hell is that thing?
Where do you think you're going?
He's tracking us. Well, technically you.
Hey!
So Sherry gets to go up here and has access to quite a few items. She gets the third emblem. Jake can't get this. I tried. She gets a red herb. She gets 2,000 skill points and some more skill points. So yeah, that's pretty much Sherry. Here's down in the storeroom. There's an enemy that I killed off screen. But other than that, it's really just collecting items. There's nothing to see. We're approaching the high point of this chapter, where like you really get to play around with Jake's abilities for the first time. So I hope you're all looking forward to this because, as I was mentioning, Jake is a supreme badass.
This place looks like it's gonna collapse too. Somebody ought to call the building inspector.
Yeah. Boy, it's even colder in here than it is outside.
So in here you got 2 flash grenades and a remote bomb, but, well,
Hey!
I've already got a full inventory because I had to run this chapter a few times because of all those BS moments I was talking about.
Damn it! He found us!
Don't these assholes have anything better to do?
So Jake's combo, you hold down aim, and then you hold down R1, and you can lock onto people, and using the camera stick you can change options. Oh, here we go. Jake's repertoire really opens up when you start using his hand-to-hand and you know how to use it. We've only scratched the surface. There's plenty more to see, so don't think we're done yet. So this is a pretty big arena, and you've probably seen quite a few explosive barrels all around the place. Here's our first well, I did this once in Chris Chapter 2, but it was just a little low wall. These are actually little escape points that you can use to separate yourself from an enemy. There's not too much of those in the game, but I'll try to show them off when possible, because, let's just face it, sliding under stuff is pretty cool. So there's a ladder here, and there's one on the other side, but you don't need to use them.
Go and get him.
So, in advance, oh, here we go. We get the Magnum from the get-go, the Elephant Killer. It is the single most powerful weapon in the game that's not an explosive.
Hell yeah!
Interesting that we get it to start with, but you'll be seeing why they give it to you, because, well, you are probably guessing correctly so far. And yeah, right here, there's a spawn point right here where 4 enemies will drop down, but I only kill 2 of them. And there's a spawn point on the other side of the area with the same amount of guys. I don't know why they're there, because you don't really see people dropping down in the main fight coming up. They drop down in the middle.
Follow me.
So I'm going to go over there and show off that other spawn point, because I'm trying to pick up some Magnum ammo so I can have it for the end of the chapter and for the chapters ahead. And right there, you can actually sprint out of rolls to keep your momentum going.
Wait.
Pretty handy.
Wait.
And here I am. I'm going to
Wait.
try to team up here, show off some more of Sherry's attacks, especially with that stun rod of hers.
Go and get him. Nice.
You don't really get to see, you know, your attacks when you actually perform them, so it's actually good to get a second-hand view. And right here I was thinking, maybe that guy dropped some ammo, and it's a good thing I went back to check, because he actually dropped some Magnum ammo.
Go and get him.
No cost to my own stamina, I can just daze that guy immediately. Very, very useful. And my god, there's another explosive barrel back there. So here's what they would probably think you were going to do the first time you played. You take out all of the support pillars around it, and you kill 3 guys immediately. Pretty handy. But that's not very manly. So here I'm going to take out a remote bomb, and since the vote was for no dying, I was going to make good on a request from someone in the thread to show off a certain move that you can do with it. Here you go, you can actually slide and plant them.
We'll just have to get over it then,
This is
huh?
by far one of the most useful maneuvers in the game, and I will be making gratuitous use of it later on. So Jake has a better side roll than other characters. And you can just see right there, I can evade while moving, and I can do this little backflip thing while I'm charged. And I'm just going to stun lock the Ustanak and kill him this way. No, trust me, the remote bomb way of doing this is much faster and is probably akin to cheating, but I didn't say anything about Jake's melee. So you see that I just rolled forward when I did that melee. There's a very good reason you want to do that, because unless you plan to follow up the combo, you're going to be stuck there and enemies can get a free hit, so you want to be moving at all times.
Forgotten about my $50 million.
As you can see, doing this 3-hit combo only takes 1 stamina bar out of me. And right there, you just saw I avoided his kick by doing that dodge. If I didn't do that, I would have been laid out on the ground, and you don't want to get hit by that kick, trust me. So this is the only time you fight this variant of the Ustanak. This is the only time he'll actually try to grab you with that claw. because he comes in many different flavors later on. He'll throw grenades, he'll swipe, he'll punch, he'll kick. He does a lot of things. But there's one thing you definitely don't want to get hit by, and it's him charging at you. That's an instant kill. He'll go down to dying immediately. I'm just trying to, like, convey how exhilarating it is to play as Jake, especially at this part. If I was playing solo, the Ustanak would only ever attack me, and Sherry would just be running around useless. It's really helpful to have that extra hand taken on the Juavo so you can get some extra ammo drops. And that was a misfire there.
What's wrong, asshole? Losing your nerve?
But since this is the only time that you get to fight him like this, I don't want to end it too quickly. That right there is my most favorite thing to do in this chapter. That was our high point, I think.
Gotcha, son of a bitch!
I swear, this mission gets harder by the minute. But at least you're still safe. We've got a lot riding on us.
I owe you. 3 years ago, I thought I was gonna die in the jungles of South America. Enemy had us surrounded. Before I knew it, everyone on my team was dead. I'd lost my gun in the scramble. This bastard comes at me with a knife. Probably thought I wasn't even worth a bullet.
Why are you telling me this?
Dying on a blade is the last way you want to go. Ugh, it's a bitch. Mercs like me, we don't get a say in how we die. That's just how it goes.
It's kind of what you signed up for, isn't it?
Dying for money is one thing. That's my choice. But dying for no good reason doesn't sit right with me. So, you want to tell me what that big friggin' behemoth was and why he's trying to kill me?
That thing is just like the Juavo. A bioequivalent weapon created with the C virus. He's being used by a terrorist organization called Neo Umbrella.
Never heard of him.
They want to study the antibodies in your blood. And they don't care if you're dead or alive.
I was better off as a mercenary. No, not me. Just my blood. Well, the world can have it. Someone ponies up the dough. Grazie. Go and get him. Hell yeah. Hey.
Sherry Birkin, National Security.
Sherry Birkin, you were in Raccoon City.
How do you know that?
Claire,
Wait, are you Chris?
my sisters told me all about you.
Chris, the man is a wanted insurgent.
Yes, he's a mercenary, but right now he's under the protection of the US government. He's no threat to the BSAA.
Unless someone pays me to be.
What did you just say?
What?
Nothing.
HQ to Alpha Team. Reinforcements are unable to land due to anti-aircraft artillery. Take them out.
Alpha Team, copy.
What? We're picking up a large bogey on radar. It's heading right for you.
We'll talk later. Right now, you need to find cover.
Echo. Those 3 anti-aircraft turrets are holding us at bay.
Roger that, Echo. We'll take care of it for you.
So here we are back in front of City Hall helping Chris and Piers, but I wouldn't say you should skip over this because there are some amusing moments that happen here, and I actually do pull off something pretty awesome when we get to that second anti-aircraft gun.
Chances of survival are higher than a soldier of fortune.
So yeah, Jake's little... I don't know what it's called, but I know it's wrestling. You can clear people out with that. And wow, that was pretty funny. Well, as long as Piers got hurt, that's okay with me. I'm surprised my stomp didn't hit that other guy. Here I was actually getting a little scared that Finn would get interrupted. But yeah, I'll be making use of speed up time to kill this guy. And I did make an attempt to kill the second one, but there was a problem.
Just need a little more time! Charge set! Everyone get back!
Watch your back.
Okay, that's the target!
Right there we see Jake's attack when you shoot someone in the head and melee them. We'll be seeing that more in detail in the next chapter. So I send my partner in to do some damage, but oh dear. He failed the QTE. But it's okay, it's not a big deal. He just falls right back over again. So you might notice that Finn isn't setting those bombs right now, and then I kind of look over to that door to see what's going on, and he's actually still just standing there waiting for Chris or Piers to come over there. And the reason why he's not opening that door is because Chris is just staring off into the distance, aiming at nothing. Okay, I know what he's aiming at. He's aiming at the AA gun that we can't get to yet. He's trying to kill the guy who's probably not exposed to us. And Piers is trying to shoot through the wall, apparently. Here we'll see another attack. That ridiculous somersault kick. If an enemy is on a certain... I guess it's mostly on stairs or the enemy's above you, Jake does this wicked somersault.
I'm setting targets on the anti-aircraft guns now! It's gonna take a while! See if you can buy me some time! Just need a little more time!
Right around here is where I kind of pull off some pretty cool moves.
Follow me.
So after I beat up some guys right here real quick, you'll see it. It actually came upon me after some kind of weird glitch where I was aiming at someone through a wall. So right here I think I'm going to aim at this guy, and then for no reason I'm aiming at someone else, and I'm trying to recorrect and it's not working out. But I get it. And it works out for me because I take out that guy, and then I throw him.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it.
Good job, Alpha. One turn left. There's another giant BOW closing in on your location.
It's the one we lost at the Two of Hearts. Alpha, prepare to engage. Follow me.
Everyone into that underground passage!
So right here, Piers has just decided to pop a brain cell or something, and I use this to get some revenge for Chris. You're gonna find out why that was so sweet to do it as Jake when we find out one of his secrets. And I was so scared right here, I thought my partner was gonna get killed, but thankfully he got out of the way in time.
Follow me.
You can see I'm pretty loaded on herbs, but that'll change, trust me.
Follow me.
Oh, hey, look at this. See, you can see people are going up that stair. Look, they didn't kill him! And I ended up getting shot twice. I was going to shoot him with the Magnum out of frustration, but that didn't really work. That's the BSAA, everybody. They call clear in a room they've only walked 5 feet into. This is where I make a big mistake. That ladder over there, usually the AI kicks it down. So I was just making sure to see if they did it or not. And I'm gonna regret that right here. Okay, so I pull the plug out, and I'm going over here. And usually it's Piers who kicks it down. And it's not kicked down. I don't even know where Piers is. So I'm trying to call my partner over to open, lower it for me. And I guess he's busy, but yeah, short story, I don't get back up this ladder. And I get sniped! So I do something I've never done before. I actually drop down into the sewer grate. Yep, first time for everything, I suppose. You actually saw him throw a car at everybody else, but naturally nobody dies. So, I mean, I hope you don't think that, you know, all we've seen so far is where it ends. And check this out. I get sniped out of the cutscene! Damn snipers. So right there, I just waste an herb so I can add 6 more to the case and have 17.
I already gave the pilot the coordinates.
Thank you so much for your help.
Hey. Hey. We met?
Well, you jarheads all look the same to me, pal. Sorry. You've got to be kidding me.
My mistake. Have a safe flight.
Yes. But there's something I need to run by you. Mr. Mueller is requesting compensation for his cooperation. $50 million. Yes. Yes, I understand. I'll let him know.
So, we got a deal?
Yes, we have a deal.
Well, that was easy. Oh. By the way, that guy that you're all chummy with back there.
You mean Chris?
That's the one.
What about him?
Forget it.
Follow me.
What was that?
My gut's going with something bad. And here it comes.
I can't imagine placing a remote bomb on this helicopter would be a good idea. So yeah, this is just an area that the developers are using to make you waste all of your ammo.
We have to shoot him off before he brings us down.
So he's really unthreatening. All he does is pull off windows and just try to grab you. It's really not possible to get killed here.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you in danger.
And this is also why I was co-oping it, because if it was just me, I would have to use up all of my ammo just trying to repel this unthreatening boss. But hey, I bet Last Shot really made good on this.
What are you waiting for?
I want you to pay attention to the Ustanak in this cutscene. Just watch him. You'll see in a second here. Just watch. Jesus, there was no way he was going to make that jump anyway. Okay, check out the Ustanak right here. Where did that backpack and Gatling gun come from? Oh yeah.
Better and better.
Let's kill the guy we need to capture. Okay, this is where everything goes wrong. Okay, so the Ustanak's hanging off a helicopter and we gotta shoot him down. Simple enough, right? So he opens fire on us once in a while and all you have to do is duck under it, so pretty easy to get over that. If you're too slow, those helicopters will respawn. And right there, you see the bullshit moment. How was I even supposed to react to that? So, yeah, there's the challenge failed. So hey, guess what? It happened again. And you didn't even see the missile get fired.
This is getting a little crazy.
So, yeah. I was so disappointed when that happened, but here you'll be seeing how it should have happened. He's not supposed to hug the back entrance of this helicopter and just fire missiles with no chance to, avoid them. So I went into this saying I was going to show off what the Ustanak could do right here, and I would also, beat this pretty fast. But for some reason or other, he didn't pull back like he was supposed to right here and give me a chance to fire those missiles.
This is getting a little crazy, even for me.
So as you can see, when you start shooting his helicopter,
We've got to shoot the missiles down.
I should have read the fine print before signing up for this.
it takes way more bullets than it should, and by the way, shooting at him does nothing. Yeah, that's what happens. I just have no words for what happened. I'm just incredibly disappointed that I couldn't, do this run for you. And I don't want to just, keep doing this over and over to try and get a perfect run, because like I said, this game, every run is unique. There's always a special kind of quirk to it. I just want to try to keep the distinction of all the situations that happen. And I've never seen that happen before, so I just left it there. Besides, I'm pretty sure there would be a lot of people caught on if I started rehearsing runs to make it perfect, and I just feel that would be dishonest of me. Oh hey, think fast!